So how I'm talking right now, but it'll be edited out when they put it up on YouTube and stuff. But what I do right here is I wait until I can see that here. I look and see how many people are coming online. Gotcha. And once we got a nice little piece going, we roll. Okay. We 6:59. We got 60 seconds. All right. Mm-hmm. And I mean, when I say be yourself, be funny, whatever you want to say. Man, I'm telling you, we about to get in. We about to get in. Dang. Okay, here we go. All right. All right, you guys, we want to welcome you to another episode of Let's Talk with Ro. If you guys saw the flyer, you saw what it said. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. And tonight, we want to welcome Monday night on the show. Thank you so much for coming on tonight. I mean, this guy is doing big things right now, you all, and it's so much. I told him, I said, I'm gonna let you handle it because I can't run it down. But get ready for an excellent show. But I do want you to know who you're listening to. Monday. All right. How y'all doing? What's going on? I want to say thank you, Ro, for having me on the show. And definitely, my name is Monday Night. That is my stage name. I'm a spoken word artist, also actor. I'm a writer. I'm a security guard. I do a lot of things. At this present time, I have a book that's about to be dropped in about a couple of months. It's called Haikuism. If you can check out the name, Haikuism, bring it in a little bit more. Pretty much, Haikuism is a Japanese form of poetry that is 17 syllables. 575, that is the format. And just to give you a little understanding of what a haiku is, okay, I just tell you like real quick. It said, Colin Kaepernick, protest national anthem, took knee to stand up. That's what a haiku is. The book is full of haikus, political, love, relationships. I'm going over the whole nine. Also, I do have a YouTube channel with my wife. That's right. It's entitled Monray. We're talking about marriage after divorce and love after divorce. Okay. Yeah, that's right. So she was married before, I was married before, and so we collab on this YouTube channel. It's entitled Monray. That is Munrae. And right now we are close to almost 400 subscribers, as well as, and we're trying to get to 1,000. And we have like 36 videos right now on the YouTube channel. So yes, please click on. Let's get it in. Let's check it out. We share. We do it all. I have events that I actually perform. I perform. Do my spoken word. So pretty much, come holler at me. I'm here. Let's get into the situation. All Let's right, go. Y'all heard it for yourselves now. I'm gonna tell y'all, get ready for a show because we have been discussing some things about this show tonight. And you know, we don't waste any time hopping right into it. So, Monday, what is your view on this Will and Jada thing? Because I thought this Will and Jada thing had died down, but clearly this Will and Jada thing is getting out of control, and I'm sick of it. And I'm like, what is it? What's going on? What's going on? Do you think that Jada is doing all of this to get publicity because she's kind of like not relevant anymore? Or do you think this is really going on in their relationship? Well, honestly, I think it's going on in their relationship. Because honestly, what she needs to get any more relevancy for, she's already 50 million net worth, and Will Smith is 350 million net worth. What more do you need? Okay, you got your movies under your belt or what have you. I really think that she's just a woman who's unhappy. She's just bored. I have nothing else to do. I have a home that's 27,000 square feet. I sit around here. I got my husband, who's one of the hottest actors in Hollywood. I don't cook. I don't clean. My children are grown almost. So what else is there for me to do? I'm bored. Now, and to be honest with you, her situation, she's also a sexual predator. What you mean? Oh, what I mean. Yeah, she's a sexual predator. I said, what kills me, no one wants to come out of the mouth and admit that. She did exactly what Bill Cosby was convicted of doing. You want to know how?
Speak up, son, Monday. They saying they can't hear you. You see how loud I speak up and how clear I speak
up? Okay, my bad.
No, you ain't gotta be that
loud. My bad, I'm sorry.
No, thank you, April. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you. Okay, like I said, she is just like what Bill Cosby was convicted of. She's a sexual predator. She is bored. So she went on and she lured young August into a situation and then had an entanglement, but she didn't want to call it what it was. You want to tell me how? I'm going to show you how. Okay, this is what August did. He came in broken. He was hurt, dealing with death in his family, trying to maintain his mental stability. He was a hurt young man. He's the friend of Jaden Smith. Am I correct?
Correct.
All right. Jaden Smith brought August into the home. All of a sudden, from day one, your girl Jada was like, hold up. Attractive. Really? Okay.
So you think Jada was attracted to this young boy all along?
All along.
Do you think it's because she naturally just is immoral, or do you think it was really because Will wasn't showing her any attention?
It was immoral. Will did everything for this woman. Will gave her a career all over again. She had 3 movies before she met him. Only 2 of where she started and made what $9 million. What? Who? Do you remember Woo?
Yes.
You do? How many times you seen it?
I've seen Woo. I'm gonna tell you the truth,
Did you go to
y'all.
the movies to see it, or you saw it on cable?
I saw it on cable, but
thank you. Said I ain't gonna go no more. You saw Woo on cable. Yes, that means you paid for the cable subscription, but you didn't pay for the movie. So I'm gonna say this again. Will gave her a career all over again.
Okay.
And it's right. Only movie that you probably actually went to the movies to see that she was actually in was either Jason's Lyric or Set It Off. And if you saw Set It Off, it was because of Queen Latifah.
Everybody says that.
Of course.
Do y'all think Queen Latifah was the main character? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. Jada was the one that outlived everybody.
Of course. That's because she was supposed to be the star.
I was psyched off Jada. Like at the end when she cut her hair off, I was like, go Jay.
But I'll say it again. Why did you go see the movie? Because Queen Latifah was in it?
April agrees with you. April said Jada is sick.
She's sick. Thank you very much. I told you. She's a sexual predator. And I'm telling you, she's what they call, my wife put this to my attention. She's what they call a doula.
Oh yeah, that's a little interesting. Now, what do you guys think about? I'm looking at how her kids are turning out.
Look at that.
I mean, y'all, these kids are out of control.
But you see, she set the tone. She set the tone for the way her children are responding to life, responding to Will. You're actually at a red table talk, and you have your husband, the man that's the protector and provider, at red table talk. You got your mother, and your daughter. And you're going to sit here and tell me you're going to embarrass him? Talking about I'm not happy sexually, you can't satisfy me sexually around the daughter? And the daughter was laughing as Will Smith was listening.
Do you think that was something that they rehearsed before they went on?
Will Smith's a great actor. He's a very good actor. But I'm going to tell you something. I saw the hurt in that man's eyes. That ain't acting. Say that. That ain't acting. Because honestly, what he wanted to do was reach across that table and slap the holy hell out of Jada. Don't sit there and say you didn't. Now, I don't advocate violence against women, so don't sit there and say that I'm a woman beater. I don't want to hear that. But I'm talking about at that point in time, yes, he was hurt. Those tears are tears of hurt. Those tears of I'm not accepted, I'm rejected, I'm not respected by my daughter. And why is her mother there? Why was Jada Pickett's mother there?
To be honest with you, the whole world was there.
But God, why is your mother in your relationship?
Yeah.
Why is your mom there?
Yeah. Huh? Does Jada's mother have a husband?
I don't know.
That's a good question because I've never heard about that.
I don't know.
And let me just add this. She is quite good looking.
Oh, she's very good
looking. The mom. Have anybody seen Jada Pinkett's mother?
Yeah, she has.
Lord, and every time I turn around, she in a family pic with a little 2-piece on. I said,
yeah, but check this out. You see the apple don't fall too far from the tree.
I know.
See, if the mama doing that, so Jada gonna follow suit.
Yeah, it just seems like so much dysfunction to me with that situation.
But all that money,
All that money,
all that money,
and all that money, and I
three
guess
hundred and fifty million. But I'm gonna throw this out to you and your viewers. I want to ask y'all a question. Okay, Jada Pinkett Smith is not considered a sexual predator. Some may say, some may not say. But let's flip the script. What if Will Smith was smashing one of his daughter's girl?
oh no,
His daughter's friend.
He going to jail.
What?
Will Smith will be up under the jail.
He would not be able to make now one movie.
He will be under the jail, and then it'll be 20 million women coming out the blue saying that he did it to them too.
Thank you. So Jada Pinkett Smith,
if Will Smith would have done what Jada did with his daughter's friend,
it'd have been over.
Please,
it'd have been done.
It would have been a mess.
And that right there is wrong. She's immoral. She's bored. Will needs to go ahead and roll out.
Okay, now I will say this. Hey Didi. Didi said that Jada's mother is married now. She did just get married, so
then where the husband at?
I know, I haven't seen him.
I ain't never seen him.
She's still been around that
red table talk.
That red table. Let me give a couple of shout outs. We want to give a shout out to our viewers, people that are extremely committed. April, Dee Dee, hey sister Nikki, how are you? We want to thank you guys for stopping through. Sister Pope, Miss Pope, that's my girl right there. That's the OG right there. All right. She been married for a long time.
Talk to me. She
now. Get that wisdom. All right. Anton, hey, how you doing?
What's up?
Yep. So y'all know we about to get into some things now. Tonight, the show is really focusing on, not really Will and Jada, you guys, but I can't help but to notice, Will and Jada was always one of my favorite couples. So when these things started coming out about Will and Jada, it really it hurt me because I love them like they're my cousins or something. Like I'm getting some of that money. But I always loved the way they looked, and they were such a good representation.
I loved it.
And now you see what's going on behind the closed doors, and you like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah, it's been going on for a while.
And you know what I'm starting to see, you all? The more I talk to people that have been married for years, the more I'm starting to realize that everybody has a story and it's things that go on that you would probably never guess. Yeah. So, long story short, we want to talk about you and your issues. We're going to get into your business. Y'all, we want to know his business.
You want to get in my business? Well, come
on. So, how many times have you been married?
It's my second time.
Okay, so this is your second marriage. Now, I know that I have heard you esteem your new wife, well, your wife now, your present wife, as being the love of your life. And I mean,
she can't do no wrong.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about that. Well, how do you know she's the one? What does she bring you that you didn't get in your first marriage?
My wife now brings me peace that I've never known existed. I really feel at home. I feel like I can actually walk on air. This woman's my greatest support system. This woman loves me, tells me, compliments me, tells me that I'm beautiful. She listens to me, not listen to respond. She listens to understand what I'm going through as a man, as a black man in this world. She's not sitting there ridiculing me, any of that. She is my peace. And wow. God's honest truth.
Now that's wonderful. Now a lot of times when I hear men talk about, their first wife, they don't want to get married again. A lot of times, it's so much negative energy right there. It's a lot of times men like, oh, I hate that bee, or she took all my money, or this and that. When you think about your first wife, is it any thoughts that come to your mind or any way that you feel?
Yeah, apology.
Huh?
I have to apologize to her.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I apologize to my ex-wife.
Okay, no, that's different.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, okay, and
he gotta break this down.
Okay, I'm apologizing to my ex-wife because one, when we got married, I was immature. I was not ready I didn't want to get married. I had no idea of getting married. I didn't want to get married. The reason why I got married was because I didn't want to pay child support.
Wow.
And that's the truth. And I wasted all that time with her. She wasted time on me because of my immaturity, my infidelity, and I did not give a damn about my duties as a husband. And that's the God's honest truth.
Okay.
So I apologize to you.
Oh, that is y'all. Now y'all know we ready to pull out a trophy around here.
No, I don't. It's like, but see, that's the whole thing. I'm not doing this as I want to get people to support me. I can care less. My whole thing is I'm freeing me so I can be a better man to my wife now. And see, for the first time in my life, I surrendered everything I have and I own to my wife.
Wow.
I surrender my heart, my soul, my mind to my wife as a when we said I do. And I'm going to tell you something. It has been one of the most riveting experiences and continued experiences of my life. I am so serious. I've never been more happier. And you talking, I'm gonna tell you, a marriage, people don't want to understand this, don't want to believe this. A marriage, men live longer. When you real with it, you are happier, you make more money. And I don't want to be for real. The sex is off the hook. I'll be dead honest.
Oh God.
I ain't gonna front.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, but
oh
I'm
my
being
gosh.
honest.
Lord, but that's what's up.
I'm
Hey,
being real.
hey, it is what it is.
Yes.
Now, you know you're getting kudos from the ladies all in the chat, so we don't even have to. Hey, if it's women in there, y'all pick yourselves up. I know everybody is in there. Like, do we have a brother? Is there anybody in there in the family?
No, I'm just.
So I have a
honest.
question.
Sure.
When men say they meet this wonderful woman, you know who you remind me of when you talk like that? You know who talks about their wife like that?
Who?
Steve Harvey.
What?
Uh-oh.
Pause.
Why do you say that?
Steve Harvey, in my opinion, is a fraud.
Oh my God, don't even go there. You know how many people out here say that?
Yeah.
We're going to come back around to that.
We'll talk about that later.
We'll come back.
Don't do that. I'm just letting you know.
But I will say this. I like what Steve has to say about his wife.
Okay.
And how he treats her. We'll come back to that in the show. Remind me.
No problem.
So, do you think that it's about a specific woman that you meet, or do you think it's about when a man has made a decision to mature?
Both.
Okay, explain.
Okay. I had to be ready to be a husband. I had to be ready to be a good husband. I had to be ready to actually intertwine my life with this woman.
So, what do you think makes you a better husband today that you didn't do before? Like some specific duties. You call it duties.
Duties.
So,
yes.
I would like to know what these duties are.
My duties as one, I am leader of that home. Okay. And I'm accepting all responsibilities. I take everything. If there's a situation that goes on outside of me fixing something like that, whatever kind of crisis we're going, I got to accept that. That's on me. And then you know what I do? We bring it to the table and we talk about how we're going to attack it. She's my counsel.
Okay.
I listen to my counsel. As a husband, she already knows if there's a situation that she feels as though that she can't handle, I am the protector. I am the provider. That's what I do. We both work. We both have two incomes. But when it comes down to making sure, because Bill don't care who pays it, as long as it get paid.
Right.
But my responsibility as husband is to align everything together and actually start being better with money, understanding money, and what she don't know about money, I can school her, and what I don't know about money, she can school me.
Okay.
You see, that's the whole thing right there. See, the duties is just everyday life, man. Everyday life. It's not a certain job or whatever. It's just you have to reassure your wife that guess what? I got you no matter what. And she's gonna say, I got you no matter what.
Now, question.
Please.
You say all of these things about your wife, and I know you were coming from a place of emotional immaturity. Wow. So, when you encounter a woman like this that was everything that you wanted, were you afraid of that when you first saw it?
Yes. I took so long because I thought, first of all, I thought she was gonna leave me. I didn't trust her. I just was waiting for something to happen. I was waiting for the breakup. I was waiting for she got another baby. She got a baby somewhere. Or she got another man somewhere. Or she's cheating on me. Or she's lying to me. And I'm gonna tell you.
Make sure you talk loud into the camera.
I'm telling you, she was cheating on me. I thought she was lying to me. I thought there was so many skeletons in her closet that if I found out.
So you basically waiting to see what's wrong with her.
I'm waiting, and I'm gonna tell you, I used to go to her home unannounced, hoping to find her with another man.
Is that why men pop up?
Yes.
To see if you're doing something
To see
wrong?
if you cheating. Just like y'all go through our phones, we gonna pop up unannounced.
Okay, question. One of our guests asked, thank you for your question, April. April said, do you have a relationship with your mom?
Oh, yes, my mother
Uh-huh.
got a wonderful relationship with my mother. We have what we call a bond. It just stretches. Me and my mother, we have a beautiful relationship. I have a beautiful relationship with my father, may he rest in peace. It didn't start off that way, but as I got older, he and I learned to rekindle. And I'm gonna tell you something. I hope I can hold back my tears. On my father's during his time when he was getting ready to leave this earth, his transition, he told me that I was his best friend.
Oh.
And even to this, I'm good now, but when he told me that, I said, wow, and you're at your last days. But I'm telling young men, women, keep a relationship with your folks. I'm serious. I know a lot of us have a lot of situations and issues with the parents, but I'm telling you, do understand. We don't know everything as parents. We probably messed up, said some things that we shouldn't have said. But do understand, as being a parent, I'm telling you, forgive them. Talk to them.
Do you think that, you having relationships with your mom and your dad, does that affect the kind of husband you'll be?
Yes, I really believe so.
Why you
Because,
say that? Like, why
yeah,
is having a good relationship with your father or your mom have anything to do with you being a good husband if they not even in the same household?
okay, first of all, one, like I said, you got to forgive them for what they didn't do. And if they're in their separate households, one thing that I know about this generation, the kids know way too damn much about what's going on in the
Yes,
household. And that shit need to stop.
it does.
For real. Your daughter should not be knowing about what's going on in the bedroom between you and your husband or you and your love, your baby father. That your children should not know that. See, I didn't know everything that was going on in my mother and father's life.
Okay.
And now with my father, actually, some of the things he did do that I didn't understand, that I hated, it took me being a man to go through similar situations to
To
understand
understand.
why he did what he did. Not saying it was right, and I'm not going to sit here and say it was wrong. I understand why he did it. I understand it now. And see, if you're not going through it, that's how come you go quickly to it. You can judge to see exactly, bam, oh, nah, he should have done that, or she shouldn't have done that. No, you need to know exactly what's going on and learn to forgive and move on.
Now, question. I know, y'all. He has so many things that I want to expound on, but we want to get. I know we won't have enough time to get on all of it because it's so much.
All right,
But
please.
okay, so you made one statement that stood out.
What's up?
People want the wedding,
Oh,
but don't want the marriage.
people want the
I
wedding.
just really want people to understand
Okay.
what, because a lot of people want to be married.
I got it. Yeah.
A lot of people, and you like, why do you want to be married?
Yeah.
Do you really understand what's about to come with that?
That's the whole point. You don't understand what it entails. You want the wedding. The wedding is the beauty. The wedding is everything done for you. The wife gets it all. She is her day. Her girlfriends are behind her 100%. She walks down the aisle. Everyone stands. She's treated as royalty. But then all of a sudden, after you say, I do, what happens next? Life kicks in. Now, all of a sudden, you say to yourself, this is supposed to be forever. And then you don't change. You still got a single mindset. You still think you're single.
What do you mean by people think they're single? Like, what are some, like, if you were looking at a married couple, and you said to yourself, this dude still thinks he's single,
Yeah.
or this woman still thinks she's single, what are some of the things you would see?
Separate bank accounts.
Separate bank accounts. Okay.
Yeah, because you already got a separate bank account. You're already assuming if it does what goes with the worst. It's always going to break up as long as I got my money together. When you thinking like that, why are you trying to build with somebody else? You're already saying it's not going to work. You're already assuming the worst. Does it not say in the vows for better or for worse? All right, let's go ahead and let's dive in together. And from that point, we can build. But
Okay.
see, the problem is the reason why you don't want to do it because you're thinking single, and on top of that, you probably moved in with the person first.
Okay.
You already had sex with the person, and now you're talking about marriage. No, you should never moved in from the beginning. You should look and study the person that you're in love with in separate houses to see if she can build and whatever she has that and watch whatever he has and he can build. Don't join nothing together if you don't have that ring.
Oh, that makes sense though, because you know what, y'all, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
If you are dating somebody and they have their own place,
Yep.
and every time you go over there, it's a hot mess, or you see a lot of procrastination going on
You can
and
tell
things
so
like
much
that.
from and see you can tell so much from that person just from dating. Nobody dates no more. It's like that's taboo.
No,
No,
I
you
believe.
need to date. You need to know everything you need to know about this person. And one thing I didn't know, my wife put it out to me, that women, y'all make the mistake is when you get with a dude. In the first 15 minutes of a conversation, y'all already sizing this brother up. Is he a good husband? Or he'll
Oh
be a
no.
good father? I mean, this is what she said.
No,
Now,
I get it.
yeah,
It happens.
Yeah,
all the time.
and then all of a sudden, when he's not the person who you think he is, all of a sudden you mad at him. How you gonna be mad at somebody who he never was, but you thought he should be?
No, that's all the time. Women want this guy. They know what they want. They meet this guy, and they want him to just be what they want.
Yeah, you can't do that. That's impossible.
Nope.
But see, if you take the time to get to know this person, you can see if this person's good with money. You can see if this person can build. You can see if this person can do X, Y, and Z. And then you can ask yourself at that point in time, I probably can build with this person.
And you see that over time.
Yeah. Take your time.
You see this going to work. You can see it over time because they can fake for you.
Yeah,
they will fake for you real
but
good.
Who says you got to get married within 6 months of meeting somebody?
Nobody.
You got all the time in the world.
You cannot get to know anybody in 6 months.
No.
I'm sorry. I mean, I've seen people do it. That's your thing.
Hey,
but
I've heard somebody told me that they were married to somebody and they found out, I think about a year after they were married, that the dude had a son.
Yeah. I've seen that happen.
Come on. I mean, seriously, you got to know people. Don't give me that.
Now, I have seen men lie about children.
You have to take your time. Time is of the essence.
And I mean, it takes time to come out too. I have seen men lie about children. Okay, now look.
Women lie too now.
Women do lie, but we ain't talking like that.
No, see what I'm saying? That's all the, why y'all do that?
No, we do.
Why you looking at the tablet? Why you looking at the tablet?
That's so funny. I'm looking because April tripping tonight. April on tonight. April not here to play. She understands the assignment. Yeah. So, what do you think about women still going on girls trips or guys still going on guys trips when they're married?
Okay.
Do you feel like that stuff should stop because you're married?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Why are you going to a place that's tropical with the little umbrellas and the drinks, with sand, blue waters, with your girlfriends, homies? Why are you going on a trip with sand and the sunrise and waterfalls with your homie? Why? Why you not going there with your wife? Why you not going there with your husband? Why you FaceTiming him and you sunbathing? I don't understand.
Why though? You don't think that's a form of control for you to have to not be able to go out with your friends?
No, I am your friend. I'm your husband.
So you gotta be my everything?
Yes, and I'm gonna be her everything. You're damn right. My wife should not be telling her sisters or her whatever anything that I don't know. And I should be telling my brother, my homies, anything that my wife don't know. Because you know what? You know why? Because that's my eternal, everlasting partner.
Okay.
She has taken the place of my mom's. She's taken the place of my best friend. She's taken the place of my family. Because you do understand it's husband, wife, kids.
Right.
After that, everybody else. That's how come Jada, Robin Givens, and so many other women have their mothers living in a home when they are married and it never works.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. It's
never
only one queen in the house.
And one thing I have to admit about women, I'm going to be dead honest, and I hope the women's listening. Why y'all never admit when y'all do wrong in a relationship? Is that crickets or do I understand what I just said?
I'm being honest.
You admit you're wrong?
I do.
To the man?
Yeah. I don't have no problems with that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Okay. Now, do you, and you're rare. That's a rarity.
No, but I'm not gonna lie.
How about accepting accountability?
What you mean?
Okay. Accountability to the point of when you know that you're wrong. Okay, just say for instance, the relationship didn't work. Okay, and all of a sudden now you're single. And all of a sudden the dude that you meet somebody and all of a sudden y'all got a conversation, what have you, he says what happened in your relationship. Do you let it be known that it was both parts?
Now I'm gonna tell you about that.
Please.
Now a lot of times that takes me time. A lot of times it takes, because to realize it, I'm gonna be honest, sometimes you don't realize that you're wrong until later.
Okay, all right.
So I will say this. I do examine it.
Okay.
And if I feel like I did something wrong or I fell short, then I give that up to the next person.
Okay, well let me ask you this then. Okay, the person that if you have to realize that you're wrong and the relationship is over, would you call that person back and let them know, you know what? I was wrong.
No.
Why not?
I'm gonna be honest, lady. He just went too far.
Why not?
No.
Why not?
I'm not. I'm not calling my ex-boyfriend back to be like, oh, I had a revelation. I should have been a little different. No.
Why not?
He'd be alright.
But I don't understand why not.
I'm sorry, maybe I got growing to do. You see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about. How you gonna have this 100% freedom if you still hold it back?
Let me tell you though, Miss Poe and April not rocking with you on this no girls trip.
Okay, that's fine.
They are serious.
I don't understand why not. I mean, like I said, if my wife is my best friend, we're rolling together. I don't understand. Y'all can go to the club together. Y'all can go to the bar. But why you going to a place tropical? Why you going on romantic trip?
So hold up. I see what he's saying. He like, don't let me miss out on Jamaica.
Yeah.
If you gonna have a girls, okay, so that's put in a different context. So you saying if you go out with the girls and it's a local thing, y'all going on a night out, that's fine. But you just saying we talking about going on a trip.
You need passports and all that type of stuff. Nah, I should be right there with you. You should be with me. I shouldn't be rolling without my wife over to a place that's romantic. It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. This is what I'm talking about. You still keeping that single mind. You still got that single mind. You're not thinking about us. You're thinking about you.
Okay.
You can go ahead and go to the club with your lady. That's fine. You can go to the casino. You can go to the bar and get a couple of drinks. Okay. You got a time limit though.
Oh Lord, y'all. Going over.
You better come up. Hey, y'all. I know when I'm home with my wife, 12 o'clock, it's like 9 o'clock. So I'm just saying.
I got you.
Yeah, respect the time.
But also, different people's marriages are different.
And I'm sorry, I gotta be traditional. How you gonna sit here? We already see how a marriage is.
April said in her marriage, she said, I be wrong a lot.
Okay.
She said, I just say my bad to keep the peace.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. The man is not always wrong.
No, we know that though. That's impossible.
We need for a woman to come out of the mouth and say, because you know what happens to us? We walk around the house and we're furious. We pissed. And you be like, but I know I wasn't wrong. I know I wasn't wrong. And then all of a sudden, when it comes to fruition, and you know you was wrong, I got to hear you say, baby, I apologize. And you know what? You were correct in what you said.
Okay.
Do you know how freeing that is?
Okay.
Come on.
All right. Well, all right. I will say this. And look, even April, she didn't say that. I said, I'm sorry. April said, she said,
my bad.
My bad.
Come on, man. My bad.
So I will keep that in mind. You know what I mean? But it's true. I'm going to tell you, I'm not quick to be like, I'm sorry.
See, and that's what it's like. You know what we do
I'm not quick to do it.
You know what we do as men? We've been told and taught to just accept it for whatever it is.
No, I don't think you should.
And we shouldn't know, but we've been taught to do it. We've been taught, you know what? That's like your man back to, what's his name? August Alsina? Mm-hmm. That's his name? Yeah. What did he do when Jada left him?
I don't know. What did he do?
Made a song.
Oh, yeah, he had to sing.
You know what that means? He was hurt.
Okay.
Jada used that Bama and threw him away.
Okay. So, question. How do you feel about this is so interesting right here, since you know you have a certain taste in women, you done found the love of your life.
Come on, man.
How do you feel about black men dating outside their race?
Shouldn't do it.
This is crazy.
No, I'm not the one. I don't like Becky's.
My God.
Men, brothers, Dating outside the race, I am sorry, I am not with it. Women, sisters dating outside the race, I'm not with it, and I'm going to tell you why. How can another race understand my turmoil? How can another race identify with the hell I see every day as a black man in this country? How can I heal from slavery, from Jim Crow, from all the discrimination that I got to deal with without a black woman beside me?
So you don't think that no white women are decent?
I didn't say they were decent. I just said I just can't heal with her.
I
I
got
can't.
you.
I can't. I mean,
Do you think any black man can, or do you think it's just for you?
no. I'm telling you, it's no way possible. Okay, how can you? How can you? I dated a white girl, and I'm gonna be dead honest. I was in my 20s. I dated a white girl. We went to see Muhammad Ali, Will Smith movie.
Oh, oh my
Now,
God.
yeah,
He is so funny.
we hear in the movies when Ali denounced the draft because he did that for real. He was supposed to be drafted to go to the army. He said, "I'm not going."
Okay.
Okay. The white girl said, "Why would he not fight for his country?"
Oh, they let me tell you right now, they tearing you up in this shit.
That's all right. Come on with it.
They like, look, love has no.
Oh Lord, love ain't got no color.
That's
Love ain't got no color. Love colorblind. Love is the only thing that ain't got no sight. Really? Really?
Y'all, he is terrible.
Come on, stop playing with me, please. This white woman gonna tell me how come I was happy that he didn't fight for the war, knowing that this country has been hell on us. And she gonna sit there and understand why? Are you serious? How can I gotta explain to you? Now, no disrespect to the brother, because my father fought for this country. And he's the reason why I can say this today. Because I said, well, Dad, I want to join the military. He said, no, the hell you don't.
He said that?
Yeah, you better not.
Why he say that?
He said, because the hell that I seen in Vietnam, do you know I had to trust a white man who hates black people to protect me? Do you know when I got back, I was spit on by other white people?
Oh my. Do you think that still happens today?
Yes, Lord, it does happen today. Just because we're in a slave. Okay, do you think we're still slaves?
Yes.
Okay, so
I'm taking the African American class right now.
We are still slaves. Do you know how much money they have made on us?
Oh no, I'm not even gonna say what April just said.
No,
April said you don't like Becky's, but y'all getting the top from her in college.
Oh, okay. I love what you just said. Yeah, I give you that one. You know why we did that? Because we were still in the slave mentality. We were still brainwashed. But I'm gonna ask the sister the question. How many of y'all got weaves?
Don't do that. I'm gonna tell you right now. Don't come in here talking about no weave.
No.
Because do you know how many weaves? Do you know how many weaves I'm gonna be sewing in tomorrow?
I get it. But see what gets me. Okay, we like beggars because we getting topped off in college. Why y'all rocking weaves? Why y'all rocking fake eyes? Y'all sold into the idea that this is what we want as considered to be beauty. And I'm gonna tell you something. This is coming from me. Ain't nothing better than a natural system for me. Back in the 70s, there were women rocking afros. Bam, natural. The Black Panthers let that be known. All I'm saying is this: we have been told and we have been duped to believe that we hate who we are as a people, as a person. We don't want to get dark skinned. We don't want to have our hair to be coarse. I rock the Jerry curl. Look at me now. Big mistake.
Look, don't listen. Whatever.
No, you want some truth? I'm giving some truth because I love y'all.
Sometimes that's your opinion. Okay. And sometimes people need a little weave.
Okay, all right, you need a little weave.
Y'all make sure you make your appointment for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
All I'm saying is this, man. How can you help me? How can I be healed
with a white woman?
With a white woman who don't understand my struggle.
I get it.
Just because she come out to say Black Lives Matter. Really?
I get it. So, question: when you are in a committed relationship or married, how important do you think it is to set goals or have like be on one accord with your goals? Is it okay for both of you guys to be going like you working on your stuff and you working on your stuff, or do you feel like everything has to be a common goal?
I think it has to be a common goal.
Everything?
I do believe so because if you're talking about doing anything in the household that's going to contribute to make money, I mean, we're both going to spend it. We're both going to generate the income. I mean, setting goals separately is still that single mindset. I still got to work on me. I still got to get me together. It's an us thing. I don't understand why you have a problem. Why women or men having a problem with saying us. It's you are one unit. It is you and your husband against the world. It ain't none of that to the point is you then your husband. It ain't no it's him then you. No, you're a one. One heartbeat. Everything. I'm telling you, that's how it works. How you think parents stayed together for so long? My parents were married until my father died for 48 years.
Your
Now,
mother probably was ready to bust him in the
hey,
head.
you know what? And I'm gonna tell you something. That may be true, but they've been together for 48 years.
Yeah,
People can't get out
hey,
of the
ladies,
can't get
y'all.
past 6 months.
But ladies, y'all know just because we've been together for you've been with somebody for 48 years, don't mean it always been easy.
Hey, ain't nothing easy.
Cause I'm gonna tell you like this.
Ain't nothing easy.
Even though I believe that with marriages they grow to a place. But I don't believe that you meet the person that you want when y'all meet. I believe y'all grow to that.
Okay, if that's the case, then why are you taking so long to get married? Why even sit here and deal with the idea? Because once again, like I said to my ex-wife, I got to apologize because I wasn't in the mindset I'm in right now.
Right.
But that's why I said you must be ready.
Yeah. So for ladies, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would be a sign that a man is ready to be married?
For a sign for a man is ready to be married. Once this man that you're dealing with gives you the password to his phone, once this man has no problem with you come over to his place and y'all know what y'all do, y'all leave shit, pajamas and toothbrushes, earrings, that's what y'all do. And he ain't got no problem with it when he tell you, look, go ahead, meet me at the house, bam. And I know what women do, y'all gonna snoop. When a man gives you, he surrenders his privacy to you, he ain't got nothing to hold back. Let's go.
Nah, cause what if it's like between the mattress?
What?
I'm just.
But you in the mattress though. Say women have been in between the mattresses, the medicine cabinet, all that type of stuff. You want to know the man's heartbeat, his health, and all that type of stuff. Yeah. And you got all that.
No, I'm.
And you know what he's also. And once he surrenders all of that, and he ain't sitting around, he ain't got the phone turned upside down, or he got a trap phone. When a man lets you into his home, his domain, and he's not with you, you have free roam to do what you want to do. What up? Why? Why would I give you that if I'm trying to hide something?
If I got something to hide, I got you.
Anybody can call. I can tell. Anybody can call. Any girl can just pop up.
So, what do you think are signs that a woman is ready to get married? And then I'm gonna tell you from a woman's perspective.
Well, I can't tell you that. I don't know.
When you see, what made you feel like? When you proposed to your wife? Yeah, what made you feel like she was gonna tell you yes? What made you think that?
Because she told me she was. She said, "You ever marry me? Guess what? I'm gonna say yes."
Oh.
But I'm serious. But see, honestly, pretty much when she allowed me access to everything, I even tried to trick her by saying I heard shit about you. I'm so serious. I tried to trick her and said I heard that you was doing. You know what she did this? You know what she did? She did this to me. She said, "What they say?"
Right.
I said, "No, but you ain't mad." She's like, "No, what? I mean, who said what about me? Let me hear it. What they say?" Was it moved?
But look, question though. Do men look at does that matter to men? Like what other people has to say about a woman? Kind of, sort of.
Yeah, you would. That's why you want to make sure.
Like when you around her people and stuff like that. Like you be trying.
Yeah, because I'm like this. It's like I'm looking. I was looking for any situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find anything. But I'm serious. Be on a serious note. I tried everything in my power to make to find something wrong that I could just go ahead and stop. And that's
You look
terrible.
for a reason
I
to give
look
up
for a reason to give up.
because you was really scared.
I was terrified. And you talking about giving somebody everything.
I'm gonna tell you, I have to. You right, I got you. But they are tearing you up in these comments. They can't get past this weave. And look,
Hey, I'm
listen,
sorry.
listen. And Sam, that's one of my barbers, right?
Okay.
And he does like everything. He
Okay.
does like all kinds of hair. He does women's hair too.
Okay.
So he is like. But some sisters have health issues that have cancer and stuff like
Okay.
that. So look,
See,
question: if the sister got cancer and she don't want to walk around with her head like yours,
why,
is it okay for her to have a little wig?
okay, let me say this because now we're going to get extreme.
Yeah, no, I
We
mean,
no, but hold up. We're going to go in the extreme situation. Okay. I know sisters who are bald and they rock the bald.
okay.
They feel comfortable in their bald.
So basically, what you're saying is whatever your natural is,
Whatever your natural is,
that's just what you prefer.
because my thing is this: you're buying into what is considered to be beautiful, and what is considered to be beautiful, it's been said it ain't us. That's the problem I'm having. You don't have to, and you don't have to do anything extra. You are a beautiful black human being, point blank. But the problem is, we bought into a system that says that you got to be white, that you got to have pretty eyes, you got to have good hair, and all this type. And it's not the case. But in extreme situations, if she got to rock a wig, she rock a wig. I ain't gonna sit here and say I hate her. I have never said I hate nobody. I'm just telling you, ain't nothing better for a black man than a sister. It ain't nothing better for a sister than a brother.
Okay.
How can I heal with somebody who ain't real?
You is terrible.
No,
But no, you know what? I think who is that married white women? I think it's Terrence Howard.
Yeah.
Terrence Howard, yep. He married a white woman.
You see how messed up he is.
Oh Lord. Damn. And
Hey.
Terrence, if you catch the show, hun, just
Look,
contact
I'm
me
sorry,
and let
brother.
me know.
Hey,
So we can have
I'm
you
just,
on
man,
to
come on.
discuss whatever you need to discuss. I cannot play with you.
But no, I'm serious. And think of all Hollywood people that's been married outside their race. You just come out of Hollywood. Are they still married?
You know what? I can't really think. I
Kanye
can't.
West talking about leaving the Kardashians.
You know what? You know what? Let's talk about that. Did you guys read that? Now they are openly dating other people. Yeah. I saw a headline about that this morning.
And you know why
Kim
that
Kardashian is openly dating another guy, and I think her mother made a statement and said she doesn't know how Kanye is going to do with her spending a significant amount of time with this guy. And, you know and Kanye got caught. Y'all gotta Google it. But Kanye was at a game with some 22-year-old he been dealing with.
So I'm going to say again. And you got these relationships. I mean, I'm just saying.
Dee said, "Look, that's an old concept about that natural hair." She said, "Now they want hips, lips, butt, curly hair, and braids."
And look what happened to the sisters. I'm seeing more sisters get cosmetic surgery than I've ever heard.
Okay, now question. This is interesting, y'all. Now I ain't trying to knock nobody, but now, like so I've seen some sisters get work done, and take my hat off to you. If that's what you like, but I can see a fake butt now. I can tell what it is. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Sisters are naturally born with ass, hips.
Yeah, seriously. And I mean, whatever you got. Now, I'm with the natural on that.
Come on, now.
I ain't knocking nobody.
I'm just saying.
Some women do get things like breast reductions done.
Yeah, that's for health purposes.
Yeah, and if it's for health, I
can understand that.
I
get it. If your back, you hunched over and hurt your back because you get well endowed, I get that. But I ain't talking about making it up so you can get yourself a raise.
How important do you think a woman's looks are when it comes to your selecting a wife?
Looks, well, it's the physical aspect first. You got to be attracted. You got to be attracted to the person. Now, my situation, yeah, I was attracted off the top, but her inner beauty is what captivated me and took me and made me want to make her my wife.
I got you. So the outer beauty may get you. It may get you hit. It may get you loved on. But as far as to get a man, like having a man stay in your life and you guys grow into something, it's the inside that keeps.
Because I'm telling you, you can be pretty as hell but have an ugly soul.
I get it.
I'm just being honest. You can be, you can have all the money in the world and be an asshole. I mean, it's just, all that glitters ain't gold.
Now, question: How I know that a lot of women have issues with their guys communicating. Like I noticed that a lot of women, that are in a serious relationship or married,
Mm-hmm.
they don't sit down and have like conversations with their guys. You know what I mean? I'm talking about like talking,
Okay.
like conversations.
I know.
Are you and your wife able to communicate like that? How would you say your communication is?
We communicate about everything. We talk about everything. And that's one thing I gotta tell the fellas. Seriously. If you married, you got a serious committed relationship, don't hold nothing back. But I was saying this to the women, be prepared for what you're about to hear.
Uh oh.
Don't sit here and be all, why you say that? Why? No, 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 no. You want me to talk? Damn it, I'm gonna talk. And when I talk, be prepared for what you're about to hear. Don't sit there and argue me down. Listen, like I said, my wife don't listen to me to respond. She listens to me to understand.
Okay.
Your sexual life would be much better too.
Oh Lord.
I'm being honest. I'm telling the truth. See, you want honesty? I'm gonna give you honesty. Tell what you want.
I got you.
And if it's one of those things that you may need to go to the doctor for because you got some situations mentally, then we need to know this.
Yeah, whatever it is, the bottom line is being able to talk.
Yeah, don't sit
And
there and be like, well, no, man, I want three midgets and a horse. Well, you know what? She ain't gonna do that. But at least I know, so now I know what I need to do from this point on.
it's interesting though because nowadays I've seen women say things. I mean, guys say things to women like they
Mhm.
want to invite another woman in the bed.
Now that I don't believe.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Though? I'm just being honest
No,
though.
that's what I'm
But
saying.
this is the catch, and y'all know what I'm talking about. And
Mhm.
I don't know if y'all doing it. Might be a little freak. But I know I'm sure it's more common than people think. And
Yeah.
y'all like to chat up if you want. But a lot of times I have seen women out of their desire to want to keep that man.
Mhm.
If
And
he
do it.
say he want to invite another woman in, I
Yeah.
mean, y'all, I have seen women like step into that zone, and I know deep down inside they did not want to do that.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna tell you the truth.
I know they
I'm
didn't.
not one for that. I think the sanctity of our bedroom is between me and her, and that should be it. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say I ain't never fantasized about it, but she knows of the fantasy. But
Okay.
am I gonna ask her to fulfill it? No. I gotta respect what we got here.
So how as a man do you do that? I feel like just because you made a conscious decision to commit,
Mhm.
man or woman, we decide that we're gonna commit to this thing right here, and we're not gonna be dating or sleeping with other people.
Mhm.
How do you fight those things when those feelings and those temptations come up? Because I feel like they always gonna come.
Yeah, I mean, you're always gonna do it. Just like anyone would fight the temptation of actually not having sex when you're supposed to. I mean, the whole thing is you got to be determined. You got to have a strong will, and you got to have love. I'm not gonna sit here and deny that I don't have those fantasies in my mind. I can step out this, that, and the third, but that's the whole point. You gotta tell yourself, but look at what you're getting ready to look what you about to mess up. You about to bring down the home that you built for your wife on a fling. Seriously. I mean, and I know the same thing goes for her. And it's like, seriously, I'm not gonna come out of the mouth and try to make it seem that I'm the ultimate man, that I don't sit here and get tempted. Hell yeah, I get tempted. That's what God intended. But God wanna see how strong you are. God wanna see how faithful you gonna be. Because you wanna get to where I am, this is what you gotta put in work. And see, that's the problem. You want to have the wedding, but you don't want to take care of the marriage. You want to go out here, you want to have this car, but you want to take care of the maintenance.
Yeah, because a lot
See,
of times
don't do it.
it's talked about how men, are always so physically attracted,
Mm-hmm.
to other women and things
Yeah.
like that. But
But it's one thing that they never come out of their mouth and say. Cardi B is one of the sexiest women I've ever seen in my life.
yeah, I love Cardi. That's my girl.
But guess what? I'll never marry her. That's the question you need to ask your dudes. Say we see a sexy broad on video or whatever. He never says I will marry her. He says I will hit, but I'll never marry her. And see, that's the difference. A wife is the hierarchy in the chain of the food chain. That's how come they want that title. But what comes to that title, there's responsibility, and that title should always be held at a high regard. Just like when it comes to the Quran. If folks that maybe
Sam said facts.
that's right. That's right. The Quran. The Quran should never ever be. I'm talking about the Quran, the book. That book should never be below the knee. It should never be placed below your knee. It should always be a knee and above because these are God's words. You see, the Bible, they put the Bible everywhere. Throw the Bible in the back seat. They put the Bible, they got all kind of marks all in it. You need to treat your wife like what was it that says in Scripture that you should love your wife like Jesus loved the church. Take that, but hold that to be sacred and believe in that. If you hold your wife in that high regard, there's no way you're gonna want to bring her down. Can't nobody touch your wife. Ain't nobody supposed to. You are at that point. And same thing with her husband. Can't nobody touch your husband. He is that. She is that. Nobody want to believe that. You believe it in yourself, though. That's the crazy part. So why get married? If you're not ready to put that person on that pedestal and hold them there, and I'm talking on both sides, don't even entertain the thought of marriage. Don't even do it because you're not ready. If you just really just want to say I'm married, just to be saying it, well, damn, call yourself something else. Because marriage ain't nothing to be messed with. And I am not the most religious person. I tell you right now. But I'm serious. Maybe God was right in a lot of things He said in that Bible.
Ain't no maybe.
No, I'm just saying for real.
I get you though when it's starting to come to.
Yeah, you don't want to waste time. You want to sit and have sex off the bat. Don't have premarital sex. Says it right then and there. You got to know the person first. But you jumping out there in the bedroom already. What can a woman give a man on that wedding night that she's never given to nobody else, and she's already had 2 kids prior? Or she's not a virgin.
But you can't do her like that.
Why?
Because sometimes women have been in situations where they got dogged. Sometimes women did. Okay. Let me say this. I know women that waited until marriage to have sex.
Okay.
And had children, and it was horrible.
Okay.
And I know people that. I mean, I've seen it work out.
Okay. And I'm gonna say it again.
I will say this. I've seen that. I think that sometimes, because a lot of times when people are in the church, they try to speed that thing up. We don't want to have sex before marriage, but you still want to have some sex. Yeah. So you try to speed that thing up.
And I'm gonna drop
Go ahead, drop it.
A friend of mine told me that he found Jesus and stuff like that. He was on coke. He was out in doing his things, and he was talking. He's preaching to me, and I didn't meet my wife yet. I was still out there doing money. Dude, he said that, yeah, I found Jesus, blah, blah, blah. And I'm saying, oh, okay, whatever. Then he told me I got a female. I said, okay, what's up? He said, yeah, the only thing is she lives in California. I said, okay, bet. I said, I said, so what you doing? He said, you talking about what I'm doing? I mean, you ain't got nobody else? I said, no. I said, how you know what she doing in California? He said, you know what I don't. He said, so I'm like, so why you? He said, I'm gonna tell you something. If I'm doing me like I'm supposed to be, God ain't gonna let me down. I can't worry about what she's doing over there. I got to trust in what I'm doing here. It's an everyday battle with just me. But I'm sitting here worried about what she's doing, and I'm gonna tell you something. Hey, I'm just saying, if I'm worried about what she's doing too, you know how hard it is just for you to be a straight dude without sitting here doing no foolishness on the side. Like I say, worry about my wife doing when she at work. Can't do that. I got to stay faithful in what I am and what I'm doing and my love to her and how I want our marriage to be. If you ain't ready to do that, don't entertain the thought of marriage. Don't do it. That's why I apologize to my ex-wife because I was nowhere near where I am now. You would never heard me say nothing like this. I'd be like, please, marriage, whatever. What? Excuse me, what? Please. I used to do like this with my man's wedding ring.
We got a Rachel Crow on here.
Oh, that's my wife. What's up, baby? Hello.
Yeah, and she wants to say that it's awesome. She is enjoying what's going on here.
Hey, that's that. Hey, I told I cannot sit here and fake. I can't sit here and lie. There's no need. I'm telling you, I'm not trying to say that I'm the best husband in the world. I still make mistakes, but my goal is to make this woman happy. My goal is to make this marriage work because I'm not doing it the third time.
Hello.
And I'm serious. If this don't work, guess what? I'm gonna be a hermit. I'm gonna live way off in the wilderness somewhere, and I'm gonna chill. But I'm telling you, marriage is a blessing. God bless you too when you get married. I didn't realize that until my blessings started coming.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's true. And like I said, another rule. I'm not religious. I am not. I have read the Bible though, but I'm not religious.
I'm gonna tell you tonight. This time always passes so fast, and I am full from tonight. I mean, tonight was such a good show. I mean, you just dropped so many gems and just your transparency about being a guy. Ladies, I don't know about you, but you said things that a lot of men just don't say. And it shows me that it doesn't matter how old a man is.
Yeah,
It's not about age. Emotional maturity is just a decision to, and you have to grow to that.
Yeah, same thing with doing anything. Being a parent, that's an emotional decision. Because you know how many deadbeat parents we got out here
It's
that
crazy.
that's growing up with their children. Seriously, I never understood that concept. I want to grow with my kids. Excuse you?
That's yeah.
That makes no sense to me. You're supposed to already be grown. How you gonna grow up with your children?
Yeah.
And my mother said something too. She said your children help you raise them. Your children help you raise them. Listen to your kids, but keep kids in a kid's place. Stop putting them in your situations, man. Seriously, gotta stop that. For real, they don't need to know everything. For real, I say it's so many things I can say, but I'm telling you,
We'll be
keep
here
yeah,
all night.
yeah, for real.
I'm
Just
telling you.
keep your kids out your situation, man.
But I
Straight.
have to say, tonight's show was wonderful. Monday, it's always a pleasure. It was so good having you on the show.
Thank you so
Thank you
much
for
for
taking
having me.
time out of your busy schedule to come on. And
Thank you.
what's the name of your YouTube channel again?
Munray. That is Munrae.
And also, what's the name of your clothing line?
Hakuism.
Huh?
Hakuizm.
And you
Hakuism.
know what? Have your wife. You know what? Mrs. Crow, if you can, drop that information inside the chat. That way we can have it right there documented. So if you guys want to grab you a shirt or
Yeah, check it out.
check
Come
out
on.
their
Check the YouTube
YouTube
channel.
channel, and this you might get some interesting information because we certainly got some here tonight. You guys, you know what it is. I will see you guys right here next week, Monday at 7 for another episode of Let's Talk with Ro.
All right.
Yes, indeed. That was good.